Thank you very, very much indeed. You will, of course, be familiar with the fact that by the term humanism in our contemporary world, we mean a non-religious ethical outlook. And in order to explain as clearly as one might the content of that outlook, one needs to be reminded of a couple of things. And one of them is that ethics, when we talk about an ethical outlook, is not quite the same thing as morality. You can tell that by looking at the etymologies of these terms. Remember that the word ethics comes from the word ethos in ancient Greek, which means character. And this is why the great ethical debate in our civilization has arisen from a period in the history of our civilization when, in classical antiquity, people began to consider the question of what sort of people we're to be, how we're to live, what kinds of choices we're to make, what values should shape and color our lives, our goals and ambitions. The word morality is of much later coining. In fact, it was the origins of it come from an attempt by Cicero, that great republican figure in Rome who was a key figure in introducing to the Roman world some of the nuances of Greek philosophy. And he used a Latin term, mos mores, which means customs, etiquette, good practice, to try to capture the idea that he thought he saw in the Greek debate. But as these terms have evolved through the history of ideas, morality has come to mean something rather narrower, more specialized in a way than ethics. It's about our obligations to one another, about keeping faith, about keeping promises, about our obligations to treat others according to the way that our communities have negotiated the boundaries and barriers of interpersonal relations. And if you look back across the landscape of history in any society, you notice that moral outlooks change backwards and forwards over time from the more to the less puritanical.